Hi, I'm Dr. Renee.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly.
And we're going to talk about low blood sugar. So, Dr. Kelly, as an endocrinologist, what are are more people prone to low blood sugar because of their age, or what makes the
Most definitely, our elderly patients over the age of 65 are more at risk for having a low blood sugar. Patients who also have chronic kidney disease are also at higher risk. But, first thing, what is a low blood sugar? So a low blood sugar is any number really under 80 milligram per deciliter. Before it was 70, but they moved it up. It was now under 80 milligram per deciliter. And a severe low blood sugar is when you're under 54 milligram per deciliter. And it's actually more common than we would think.
And so, what happens if somebody's experiencing low blood sugar?
So there's some telltale symptoms that people complain of. Lots of sweating. So if you start sweating, palpitations or racing of the heart. People have tremors sometimes. As it progresses, it starts to affect the brain. So confusion, disorientation, and when it's really severe, people actually when out.
Okay, just drop.
Yes.
Okay. So if someone is to walk in and see someone with low blood sugar, so when we were younger, we always heard about, they have low blood sugar, you go get some candy.
Yes.
Do you really do that?
Yes, actually. If someone is still able to eat or drink to bring your blood sugar up, we normally recommend what we say is 15 grams of carbohydrates. That's 4 ounces of orange juice, 8 ounces of milk. You can get 4 to 5 crackers, some hard candy. You can also get glucose tablets from your pharmacy. And 1 glucose tablet is about 4 grams of carbohydrates. So we say take at least 4 to get to 15 grams. They also sell some glucose pouches that have 15 grams of carbohydrates as well. And the rule of thumb is the rule of 15. So you take 15 grams of carbohydrates, you wait 15 minutes to repeat the blood sugar to make sure that it's coming up. So don't just assume it's coming up. You got to repeat your blood sugar. And if it's still below 80, then you do it again.
Okay.
You repeat the process again. That's if you are able to eat or drink. If someone is passed out, please don't be pouring orange juice down their throat. They will aspirate on that. So a lot of my patients, I give them a prescription for a glucagon pen. It's an emergency pen that will raise your blood sugar up. So what you do, call 911 and give that pen. So while the EMS is on the way, the blood sugar is also coming up.
Okay. So as far as you said the natural way would be orange juice, hard candy, yeah. So and then glucagon would obviously be a medical intervention.
Yes. So a lot of especially type 1 patients should have a supply of glucagon. Elderly patients, kidney failure patients, anyone that has had low blood sugars that they're not sensing. So the more low blood sugars you have, your body actually stops feeling them. So the adrenergic symptoms of the racing of the heart and the sweating, that is to tell you something is wrong. But the more low blood sugars you have, you can actually have a complication called hypoglycemia unawareness, where you stop feeling the low blood sugars. And those patients get down into the 40s and the 30s. You can have seizures from low blood sugars, go into a coma, like I said, so it's very serious. So if you have diabetes, your goal blood sugar for fasting, that's before eating, you should be between 80 to 130. So a low number is when you're under 80 milligrams per deciliter. A high number is when you're over 130. If you check your blood sugars after a meal, we call that postprandial blood sugars, and you wait 2 to 3 hours after the first bite of a meal. And the goal for you is to be under 180 milligrams per deciliter.